Hello there, folks. Welcome to session 42 of Fathoms Below. I am, of course, your DM of Doom, Son of Asgard, or World Tree Quest here on Twitch, TikTok, and YouTube. And with me today, we've got my lovely and amazing cast. We have got Just Kyle, we've got Selkie Cove, we got Madness Diamond, and we got that one Warlock. Unfortunately, we don't have Lawless Aries cosplay today. We don't have Denny. They are taking a wee day to look after themselves, and here at World Tree Quest, we applaud the ever-living fuck out of that. So, Denny, we love you, we miss you, and we hope you're feeling better for next time. I'm going to harp on about the same things I harp on about all the damn time, folks. We're still recruiting for Dragon Age Secrets, and we're going to be recruiting for Dragon Age Secrets for another week until the end of this month. Actually, that's 9 days. But anyway, 9 days from now, the 31st, at let's say 5 p.m. CST is where I'm going to end the recruitment drive. So 5 p.m. CST, 31st of August, I will no longer be taking any applications. I'll then start looking at the people that have applied, and I'll pick my players from that. Dragon Age Secrets, it's going to be a Dragon Age TTRPG campaign. It's going to be incredibly fun. It's such a good system. I harp on about it all the time. I know I'm boring. I've got a one-track mind, but please just suspend disbelief for 5 minutes and let me tell you about it, because it's great. It's such a good system, and I'm really excited about this campaign coming to the channel, and I'm very much looking forward to it, to teaching a bunch of people how to play the game. It's going to run tangential with the Dragon Age Origins storyline, so you'll see a lot of familiar places here, a lot of familiar players. I have been practicing my Bodan Fedek impression. It's kind of bad, but I got Sandal on point. I got that shit on lockdown. So, it's going to be fun. You should come along, and you should definitely apply if you want to learn how to play. Other than that, I don't have anything else to say about Dragon Age. That's a lie. I've got plenty to say about Dragon Age, but we don't have time. So I'm going to pass on over to my lovely cast, and I'm going to say, guys, what happened last session?
Well, funny you should ask. You get Selkie? Throw you for a loop there? I know, right? So last time we made our way back into the Glimmertide household to have some rests and some conversations. Feather, Echo, and Reaver, I believe Reaver was privy for those conversations, decided to have a nice old conversation with Kaelin, our newest recruit, I guess you'd call them?
Friend, Roman, countryman?
Countryman?
He can definitely lend
Does he have ears?
But after a good bit of friendly interrogation, the group arrived on the conversation of what exactly was the purpose of these experiments. To which Kaelin responded with, they were making a bottle for the one with many eyes. After some deliberation and some Feather going off to do some research, Echo asking Ariel for some witchy business, it was come to find out that the one with many eyes was in reference to the primordial beast of chaos that Adelan had fought and died for. To which some speculation and rumors were put into place as to maybe they're making a vessel. Well, not speculation, but they're making a vessel to put this thing into one of them, or what would be best be a perfect form of them, which is basically Echo and Kaelin combined. And upon hearing all this and learning a bit more about where they would get test subjects, Reaver and Feather learned of a couple of bits they might know. Which it was discovered that a few members of the Thresher's Maw were in fact taken in to be torn apart and used. To which point Reaver understandably needed a moment, and Feather dimension doored them away so they could have some bro talk and talk it out. To which Kyle destroyed our hearts with 2 words, which were fucking parts. Yeah, fuck you, my guy. And then afterwards, once Reaver had calmed down and found a target, so to speak, they arrived back at the house, and a long rest was started. Ariel and Reaver had a conversation, into which Reaver bluntly stated that the reason why at least Luce and Reaver do not trust Ariel whatsoever is that he is sketchy and he is secretive. To which Ariel responded with, "I know, I'm trying. It's a lot to get over." And Ariel took things to heart and is trying to be better with it and be more open. And then we continued and finished our long rest. Spell slots have been achieved.
Spell slots
Huzzah.
have indeed been achieved, and a rest has been completed. Thank you very much for that. Thank you very much, Tom. So, without many much further to do, your rest's complete, and you guys are able to wake the next day in the Glimmertide Manor. Now, upon waking, who do I want to go to? Upon waking, I know who I want to go to. Ariel.
Yes.
I would like you to, would that no, it wouldn't be active because you're waking, so it'd be your passive. What's your passive perception?
That's a 13.
13. Okay. So, Ariel. As you wake up, you have this. You wake up, you do, the stretch, the rub the eyes kind of thing, and you ever get that thing where you don't know if you do see something, but you feel like you see something just move at the corner of your eye?
Yes.
You have that sensation. You're not sure what it is, but it's towards the front door. The front entrance to the manor.
I'm gonna immediately start off the day by doing mage armor, and can I try to focus on this thing to see if I can make out any details?
So, like I said, it's just a flicker at the corner of your eye.
Mm-hmm.
So as you can certainly go that direction to investigate, but there's nothing for you to focus on right now. So, but you cast your mage armor. This magical armor sheens into place over your clothes.
And Reaver doesn't sleep, right?
Reaver does not sleep.
Okay, I will cast message to Reaver.
Reaver, you're sitting outside the house, right?
Nope.
Oh no, you came inside.
I'm watching the front door, just sharpening the blade, ruining a perfectly good kitchen knife to make it into a whetstone.
Oh yeah, this knife is scrap at this point. Absolute scrap.
I'm not going to get bothered for that, yeah? I'm not going to get in trouble for that later. Fine.
So yeah, I'm just gonna send a message to Reavers saying, I think I saw something in the corner of my eye slipping inside. I don't know where it's gone. I don't know if it even is anything. Just letting you know.
My
You
pass
can respond
perception.
to this message.
Cool. My pass perception is 14, Bran, and I will then use Divine Sense.
You trigger Divine Sense. You don't feel anything out of the strange, out of the ordinary at all.
Is Echo in a sleep state currently, or is Echo awake? Selkie, are you in one of your 15 minutes?
Someone roll a die.
D20.
Every single person reached.
Everybody roll! Everybody roll!
Draven, I cannot hear you.
16. Cool, then awake.
That's much better than the natural 1 I just rolled.
I got 2.
I'll call out to Echo. Go. We have company. I think.
Cool. Passive perception's 23.
You're awake, and when it's mentioned, even with your unique style of perception, you don't perceive anything.
Hackles are up. Cool. Immediately next thing is happening. Oh, buddy. Is Kalen still there?
Yep, Kalen is still here. He is
cool.
He is never more than 15 feet away from you.
Cool. Hallucinatory terrain.
On Kalen?
No. In the room.
Okay, you're casting hallucinatory terrain.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. You cast hallucinatory terrain. I believe that's an... Does that work like a minor illusion where it's an investigation check to see through it to meet your spell save DC?
The difference isn't obvious by touch. A creature carefully examining the illusion can attempt an intelligence investigation check.
Okay.
Yeah.
As it's dropped, please describe the illusion that everyone sees drop in front of them.
So essentially what Echo puts up is, you know, those sort of optical illusion kind of patterns?
Yeah.
Echo just puts those up throughout the entire room. Essentially so that if they're disoriented and can't see whatever is around, they're gonna make damn sure that whatever is around is gonna have a more difficult time.
Okay.
And unfortunately, their companions as well, but that's condolences.
Alrighty.
Thoughts and prayers.
Sorrows and prayers.
Sorrows, prayers.
So, you drop hallucinatory terrain, and you guys, all of you, start seeing like this psychedelic all over the place. These, as was said, these kind of optical illusions that form in front of your eyes and makes it very difficult to actually zone in on anything. If anybody wants to try and see through it through any form of perception, then I need an investigation check from these.
Brant, I just remembered something.
What did you just remember?
Ariel fell asleep out in the courtyard,
Yes.
so I would not be with you guys.
Hallucinatory terrain is massive.
150 foot cube. Yeah, it's big.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, you're getting caught in that,
Gotcha.
buddy.
No worries.
The other thing is, it says if the difference isn't obvious by touch.
Oh, it's not
Echo's
obvious by
not-
touch.
No, Echo's not changing anything about that. They're just putting imagery over everything.
Okay.
It is up to you, Bran, if it is too late in the window, but I will then reply to the message. It is up to you if it has to be an immediate reply to message or not.
No, I don't think it does.
Okay, my reply is don't move. I might cut you in half.
Okay.
And I'm then going to basically be bait. Because Echo can see me, and I'm going to just basically try and like get whatever I don't know what it is, to come after me. Just walk about.
Okay, you walk around. You...
What's the DC, by the way, on this intelligence check for the thing that I'm going to absolutely fail?
Technically, you can't make it.
Excellent.
Oh.
Because, so, the thing is, if the difference, whatever, go for it. 16.
Okay.
Oh,
who cares?
sweet shit! I just made it.
I didn't.
I made it exactly. Oh, sorrows.
So what you see, Ariel, creature discerns the illusion for what it is, sees it as a vague image superimposed on the terrain.
So we got Iron Man holograms going on. Love that.
What am I seeing?
You're seeing all the optical illusion shit.
Go.
The express purpose of it is to make it difficult to tell what is something you can walk through and what is something you can't.
Oh.
So like where
Oh, yeah.
doors and shit are.
Oh, this doesn't bother me at all. Excellent.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay, so... And for Kaelin... Okay. So... Kaelin, his eyes kind of like look over everything that's going on, and then it's almost like his eyes shift. The pupils become almost like W's. As he's going to succeed in the investigation check, literally a beats it.
Cuttlefish.
But Echo, you probably fairly easy for you to assume he would be able to adapt to see through this kind of thing. He's got very much the same kind of capabilities as you do. You are very capable at adapting to any kind of given situation. It's very much assumed that Kaelin would be able to do the same thing. There's going to be a cry of surprise from kind of like the library direction. And you're just going to hear Feather's voice like, whoever's fucking around with illusions, could they not do it when I'm reading? And Feather's going to come out, but even though, so Feather did pass it, but as he's coming out, he's like waving at it as if trying to get it out of the way. Because you know that way, like sometimes when you're reading something and you've got the overlay thing, and you're like, the fact that you can still see it makes it really annoying to do anything else. So he's like actively like swatting at it to try and get it away. And he's going to come out, see everybody like on like alert, and he actually like, stops with his foot in there, like, what is going on?
Ariel's reported something. I don't know what.
We can't see it.
Oh. Do we know what it is?
We can't see it. Like, it's the second repeat with slightly more emphasis.
I absolutely love that. Anybody else speaks to Celia like that, and he's like, "Oh, like, but okay." There's actually a difference to what I was asking. Echo does it, and he's like, "How can you make me feel stupid?" And he just kind of puts his foot down while holding onto a book, and he's like, "Okay, what's been attempted so far?" Reaver, did you do your thing?
Yeah.
Anything? Okay.
Just the silent head. Like the head's currently just 360, just spinning around, but then for that brief moment, you're like, no, and then it's still just like a siren, almost just like rotating.
Yeah. Okay. So there's 3 floors to this house and a basement. Do we split up?
Scooby-Doo this shit?
Do we try diplomacy?
Is Kaelin Scooby-Doo?
Yes.
Yeah.
Ariel is out in the courtyard.
Yes.
Maybe we check the courtyard first. And then work our way from there.
That is a good idea. Celia is going to start making his way towards the courtyard. If everybody else is nervous, I think it makes sense that he would put his hand out and bring his staff into being.
And if I may, Bran, while they're having all this conversation, I'm staying where I am because Reaver told me not to move.
Uh-huh.
No, yeah. But where I am, can I like pick up like a rock or something?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick up a rock and cast light on it, like toss it into like the center of the courtyard to try and illuminate it more, and make the shadows less there, so things are easier to see.
Okay, so you throw a rock into the middle and you cast light. As you cast light, this 30 foot of bright light, 30, 20, some kind of thing. Bright light, and then in some shape or form, brighter than the light that currently exists at the bottom of the ocean.
I'm also going to cast a message again to Reaver and saying, I put a light in the center of the courtyard, just so no one is alarmed. That was me.
2020, Bran. 20 bright, 20 dim.
2020.
Thank you.
So that's more than enough to cover the full spread of the courtyard. You can see all the kind of plant life that's here, the very, very unique types of kelp that exist down here, deep sea fungi and stuff, as well as creatures that exist in here. Like you can see sea cucumbers and sea snails, and there's even like isopods and such that are kind of crawling all over here.
I didn't know Loose had pets.
As well as like bottom feeders, like certain types of like suckerfish and catfish and such, but you don't see anything out of the ordinary. But you can make an investigation check. Sorry, well wait, hold on just a moment. Did you see through Echo's illusion?
Yes.
Okay, so I'll allow you to make another investigation check to see if there is perhaps something that you're not seeing.
19.
19? Nothing.
Nothing. gives me some ideas. And I will wait for the crew that's coming.
Okay.
Just Reaver said he was on his way.
Reaver did. Echo, you want to say something?
As everyone is starting to get ready to go and disperse and to look around, Echo is going to turn towards Kaylin and is going to go find it.
Through your unique methods of perception, it's instantaneous. You see Kaelin drop to the ground, like as if he's going onto all fours, except he doesn't have all fours, and you see multiple of these anemone-like tendrils extract from his back, and then he starts oh god, I never know the name of this species of fish. You know, on the side of fish tanks, those fish that you see just stuck to the side of it with their big weird mouths.
They're like algae eaters.
Yes. And he
I used to have one named Toast.
He goes to the ground like one of them, and he just starts scoping, and you haven't specified a specific location for him to go, have you? So he just starts all over the place. But okay, he is on the hunt. Okay, so I'm going to keep that in reserve until such a point that I think if you guys don't find anything, you've exhausted all kind of efforts that you guys have, okay? So you guys go to you guys are making your way to the courtyard. Feather's going, Celia is going as well. Echo hung back to speak to Kaelin, but that's not going to delay them by long. Luce, what are you doing?
Where the fuck am I?
You're sleeping with Marisol.
Okay, I didn't know that. I knew it, but where am I sleeping with Marisol?
So it was, I believe it was just that everybody's kind of kept to the living quarters. Nobody's really ventured up into the rooms, despite the fact that when you were first here, Moradin did say, this is your home. You are welcome to use any part of it. Nobody's ventured outside of the main living quarters.
Yeah. Diamonds allowed. We on.
Yeah, but he said it's Luce's home, so Luce could just go, yeah guys, come on in, grab a bedroom, and go to sleep.
She hadn't said that.
I have an intelligence of 11, so...
On brand.
For the comedy of it, I think Luce is going to let Marisol sleep in, because the cleric is probably exhausted from everyone's bullshit.
Absolutely.
And if Marisol is jostled while Luce is getting up, just gonna tell her gently, it's just go back to sleep. And then is going to get up, go towards the door, make it halfway through the room, and then hallucinatory terrain drops. It's just standing there confused. So I'm not even gonna try to make that check.
You got it. I believe in you.
I have a +1 to it.
Yeah, so do I. I made it.
Yeah, no, a 4. No.
It's my favorite
The
number.
stupid siblings. Let's go.
Stupid in-laws. And is just kind of just standing there. And then just starts fucking trying to touch around the room to figure out what's going on. I'm real good with a weapon. Not real smart.
Celia is too much in mode of figure out what's going
Celia's
on
busy.
to actually look back. So unfortunately, you're on your own with that one. So
It's fine.
you all get into the courtyard in varying degrees of success. Celia and Reaver kind of walk in fairly confidently, looking around. Echo about 6, maybe 10 seconds behind them, and then eventually Lush just
Hugging a wall.
it's like, I know
Literally
this is
back
my
towards
house,
wall,
but I have no
moving.
idea where the fuck I am.
Which tracks? You've been here, what, 2 days?
This is a scene in the horror movie where Luce accidentally ends up in the basement by themselves. My glasses! Jinkies! I can't see without my... Oh, wait.
That's Velma!
My investigation!
Feather.
I can't see without my investigation!
I'm blind as bat, apparently, but that not even the echo kind. No, Feather is Velma.
Facts.
Yeah.
Fair. Reaver's scrappy.
No. I hate Scrappy way too much.
That was so mean!
Tell me I'm wrong.
You're wrong!
I will.
So wrong.
Always the first
Arrest.
one to jump to aggressive maneuvers.
No.
Oh, I have a fucking
Reaver's
plot twist
Fred.
for you.
Reaver's Fred. He's the one who always comes up with the plan.
Nah, man, no, nah, I'm sorry.
No.
Luce is Fred.
No. Reaver's the mystery machine.
No!
No.
Echo's
no,
the mystery
Echo's
machine.
the mystery machine. If there are any artists out there, please!
Please. I'm begging you.
Please!
Oh,
Oh.
Just a
hurts
giant eel in the colors of the mystery
I've
machine.
now just got really, really horrible images of just like Celia on the ground. My glasses! I can't see without my glasses. It's like, Feather, you don't wear glasses. Shut up!
Oh boy.
Oh, dear gods above.
Session's cursed already.
It's
Great.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah. Somebody
God,
just
I
put the
missed
Benny
you
Hill.
guys.
Somebody just put the Benny Hill theme tune on, and let's just get this shit over with. Okay, so you guys are in the courtyard. Ariel, you've made your investigation check here. Nothing's come up. Do the others want to make an investigation check, or do we want to follow on with, like, you know, Ariel's had a scope out, nothing's here.
Can...
if I make one, is it at disadvantage because I didn't pass that?
No, you can't make any investigation or perception
Cool.
until you get past the illusion.
So I can't do that either, so I'm cool. I imagine I'm currently seeing Luce walk in the middle of a wall. Like, just through it, like how I normally do. Like, when did Luce learn that
Oh
ability?
yeah, you failed. I imagine as you're walking, like, Celia is actively, like, moving you, like, out of the way.
Oh no, I'm just gonna spectre through everything.
Oh right, cool, yeah.
Yeah, because it's like,
Luce is
that's like,
glitched
oh, that
through a
doesn't bother me.
He's got cheat mode.
Correct. No clip.
Luce has glitched through a wall and is just walking in place like a fucked up video game
Luce
character.
Luce is a Skyrim NPC, and
Yep.
that means by default, if Reaver's just walking through everything, if we stick him in a T-pose, he's a Fallout NPC.
I'm just power armor.
Yeah.
I just got this
Oh.
really
Make it
weird
very-
idea of what would happen if Echo wore Reaver.
Huh?
Abomination.
So he said he's power armor, right?
Yeah.
Picture
Uh-huh.
Echo going inside and just like Echo melding to Reaver. That's horrific.
Oh,
That
there's
is
a scene in
horrific.
Full Metal Alchemist about
Yeah.
that where they did that to Alpha.
That is some fucking
Yeah.
Full Metal Alchemist level bullshit right there.
Yep.
I mean, so is Echo.
Yeah.
and so
And Reaver.
actually, so is Reaver. Yep.
Yeah.
We make up two very different portions of it.
Correct.
One of you makes up the wholesome
Just-
robot brother, and the other one makes up the reason why everybody hates Shell Tucker.
Show Tucker. Yeah. I was about to say, Selkie, we're fighting your Show Tucker.
Luce, you won't be able to make any investigations or perceptions until you see through the hallucinated terrain. Reaver, same as you. Ariel's already tried his. Echo, is there anything that you would like to attempt in the courtyard?
Of course there is.
Then
Oh.
that means try it.
Echo is also I don't know if this would be investigation or if this would be perception. But what they're doing is they're entering the space and slightly doing a parameter, but they're looking to see if their illusion's been destroyed. or if something is having a bit of difficulty, like in disturbing the water kind of way.
Okay, sorry, can I just get you to repeat that bit? Somebody followed right at the moment you were saying that, so I got the sound effect. King Smiley, thanks very much for the follow there.
Smiley, thanks for the follow. Wonderful.
So
Smiley's wonderful.
So you came in
Smiley's
and you want to
amazing.
see if your hallucinatory train has been. That's what I got.
Has been disrupted in some way, or if something is disturbing the water, because maybe it's having difficulty seeing where in the ever-loving fuck it's going.
There doesn't actually seem to be any issues with it. I'm not going, because it's your spell, I'm not going to give you the indecency of rolling on that. I'm just going to say to you, you've cast this spell, you know how this works with your method of perception. Nothing seems to be disturbing it. Like when Reaver walks through something, you kind of know that's happened. When Luce is, thumping around trying to find their way through, you know when that's happening. Nothing seems to be disturbing it here.
So what Echo essentially does is makes the one round and then dips. They're not sticking around to.
Okay, so Echo makes a round of the courtyard, doesn't see anything, and so is there a particular area of the house you want to go to?
What's connected to the courtyard?
Connected to the courtyard, you have both wings of the house. You also have what appears to be some kind of tower. I say tower, it's not like a big skyrocketing tower, it's like a place where, like a private room would be, like an office or something like that. But for the most part, you have the west and east wings, and then you have the main body of the house, which is where you've come from. Okay?
Gonna look at Ariel. Which way was it moving?
I honestly don't know. I saw something out of the corner of my eye. And
Which corner?
Bran?
The only bit of information you get with your passive perception of 13 is that you saw it moving in the general area of leading into the main room towards the front door. Now, you don't know if it went in and went through the front door or went into a different room or whatever. You just know it came out of the courtyard into the main room where you were all sleeping.
Okay. So, right side, right eye. So it was either going in or out of the house.
Bye. And Echo's going through into the house and isn't going out the front door, is going into one of the connecting areas.
May I ask Echo a question as you are about to dip? It'll be, Echo, can I have sight? And I'm going to hold out the hand that I used last time to do Gaze of Two Minds.
Like, pull themselves back, kind of fighting that momentum just a little bit because they really shot off like a rocket. And they will hang back. Will turn. And they will hold out a hand.
Cool. I will touch Echo, cast Gaze of Two Minds, and then I'm going to be stationary, and I'm just going to be using Echo to then see. So then if Echo gets intact, I know where to immediately go with Spectre mode. I'm now stationary in the courtyard.
Okay. So, Reaver staying in the courtyard. Echo, you're heading out towards the room you just came from. You're heading back into the sitting room. Or
In there, and then is going off from that room. Doing like the... If they enter, it's the once around before dipping.
Okay, so from this part of the house, this is just like the main house. Okay, so this is your living room. You go through the living room into the kitchen. The kitchen leads into the courtyard. You've got a small room off from the living room next to the kitchen, but nobody's went in there yet, so they don't know what it is. Then attached to the kitchen, you've got the corridor which takes you to Moradin's study and the library. You've also got a room directly opposite from Moradin's study. You don't know where that goes. You do know there's an upstairs, because you've went upstairs, but you've went through the ceiling. You haven't found a staircase or whatever. So if you're doing the lap around, what you're probably doing is coming in from the courtyard to the living room, circling there, which would then mean if you're working from right over to the left, which would be the sensible thing to do because that'll take you to the rest of the main body of this building, you'd be going, the first door you'd be able to be the one that nobody's checked, the one next to the kitchen. So you come up to that. Do you want to open the door?
Yes.
Okay, so you reach out and you push open this. It's a circular door. You push open a circular door and you're greeted with essentially a storage cupboard. Okay, it's fairly roomy. Kaelin and Reaver could fit in here with enough room to kind of move around quite easily. So it's fairly large. Through your perception, you can see there are like scrolls, documents, everything's on like papyrus because it's, you know, fairly waterproof. There's a couple on the a couple of things on that kind of like they have in the kind of higher up oceans where it's like pressed kelp and some stone tablets and such. Seems to be a place to keep knowledge, documents, blah blah blah, insert things that a scholar would have. You can make an investigation check in here if you would like.
And also something I want to add as Echo is making the rounds. They have their wingspan out at its fullest.
Okay, cool.
Not ideal. 6.
Nothing's in here. Nothing that you can see is in here. I'll give you the kitchen for free because you've been through there like twice at this point. So nothing's there. You come out of this, if you leave this room, go back along, you would have to go into the kitchen, and at this point you go left to the corridor where the other rooms are. Now you know you can't get into Moradin's study, at least not through the front door. You haven't tried any other way to get in there. There is a library next to there, and then there's the door across from Moradin's study. You can check out both of them if you would like to. Or you can try and get into Moradin's study. It's up to you. The closest is the library.
So, just to let you know, Echo's general game plan is going to be library, unknown room, and then it's going to try to get into the study.
Okay, cool. So, in the library...
other people can also do things, just as a heads up.
No, I'm aware. I'm just getting the math fit sort in my head. So, library, investigation check, then it's going to be to this door, to this unknown room, open door, potential in there, then moving to trying to get into Moradin's study, which will be an individual check based on what you do. Okay? Cool. So we're going to come back to you on that one. While you're investigating the living room and this little hidden off room, Ariel, Luce, what are you guys want to do? Luce, do you want to attempt to see through the terrain?
11.
Luce is currently trying to push open a wall.
Luce is just back against the wall, just like hands on wall, trying to make sure it's solid. That's just it. It's just, this is a very confused person.
It's just wall. Okay, fantastic. Then we go to Ariel. So from the courtyard, you see Echo dip off to go and investigate in their way. From the courtyard where you are, if you're standing in the centre, there's 3 different corridors you can take. One that takes you to the west wing. The west wing is where, like, you know, the guest rooms would be. And that has 2 floors. The east wing would be where, like, the family's living quarters would be. So you'd be looking at, like, Moradin and Becerra's room. What was potentially at one point, honestly, Luce's room. Other rooms that could be used by the family. So you're talking a bit more of a personal wing. And then directly ahead, directly across from the entrance into the main building, there is the entrance into this tower. Whatever's inside that tower, you don't know. You don't know what's in any other bits of these houses, of this house.
Did Feather try to make an investigation check?
Celia has not made an
Celia.
investigation check while he's here. Celia is kind of having a general scope around right now. He doesn't really know what he can do. This is not the area of magic he specialises in. Generally, his magic is, I have a target, do something. Right
Gotcha.
now, he doesn't have a target. He also hasn't spotted Luce kind of just like trying to walk through walls and doing a very bad job at it. So,
I'm gonna approach Feather and be like, I'm gonna go through there. If it was heading through the living space where we were, I have a feeling it might have gone to the tower, but that's just my guess. I think you might want to help your partner out. I think she's trying to walk into a wall.
now that you've made him aware, he kind of like, what are you talking? And he kind of turns and sees Luce, kind of just like panic against the wall, and he's like, and he kind of swims over and he comes in front of you, Luce, and he's like, right, Luce, it's me. I'm going to put my hands on your shoulders, okay?
I'm still asleep. I'm still fucking asleep, ain't I? This is a weird fucking dream.
Puts his hands
I
on
don't
your
like
shoulders,
this
and
dream.
he's like, no, you're not. It's a spell. Okay.
Oh.
We'll come back to that. We'll let Ariel do his thing. Ariel, where is it you're going to go and investigate?
I'm gonna check out that tower.
You want to check out the tower. Okay, so you approach the tower. The tower has a one way in, one way out, and it seems to be fairly similar to the rest of the manor. Besides the main main building, it has 2 floors. So you step in and you can see what appears to be, from your perception of it, it's like an alchemy lab. There's nothing bottled yet. Honestly, it looks like it was kind of put here and then never used. The bottles are all empty, pristine. There's like planters here that have nothing planted in them, like.
First thing I do is, before going in any deeper, I message Luce. Luce, I went into the tower. I don't want to impose. Is there anything in here I shouldn't touch?
How the fuck are you in my head? Alright, I haven't been in the tower yet.
Recasting.
Why are people in my fucking head?
I learned a new spell. I should have asked first. I'm sorry.
You don't get a response. It's just you speaking out loud. What in the depths is going on? Did I get hit in the head?
I mean, probably. You were fighting somebody.
Celia, yes, you did, but that's not what caused this.
Okay, now that I've checked in with Luce, I'm gonna give the place a 1-over. Like, see if there's anything, like, if this is a place that has been like built and not touched, I'm gonna see if there's like any movement in the sediment that's accumulated on the desks or around the bottles, like seeing if anything has been moved.
Nothing.
Nothing.
There is a kind of slope that winds its way up. The walls of this tower are kind of like bubble shaped, so you can. It's fairly easy to kind of break down that this was probably a place that was built for
Cicada.
Becerra. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna head in deeper and just make sure there's nothing here.
Okay. So you're going up the.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm gonna go up the stairs.
And what you find
At
at
the slant.
what you find at the top here is a weird contraption takes up the majority of this floor. You're talking about 2 foot high and about 3 foot wide. It looks like a series of interlocked brass rings with different runes and symbols scrawled along them. There's also what appear to be like different lenses embedded into them, and that's about what you can see right now because it's all flat.
If I pop my comprehend languages, could I read any of those runes and symbols?
Would that trigger? Give me a moment to look at the item, and I'll be able to tell
No
you
worries.
if it will trigger.
No worries.
This is the fun part about being a DM. You got to scope these things, folks. Let me do that, and let me do that.
Why do I feel like you're about to read out a fucking command word for something you should not be reading out?
Why would you put that? Why would you put that out there?
Because I'm a DM as well, and that's the exact kind of shit I'd do.
Same.
I was doing good. I was feeling really good about myself. And then you had to go and put that in my brain.
Okay.
We learn from mistakes. Let's watch the house blow up.
I mean, I'm not activating anything. I'm just reading.
So, fun fact, Glyph of Warding can have a command word and then explode. It is counted as an item. Yeah.
That's not what I've done.
That's fair, but just giving Tom the, hey, these things exist. Isn't that right, Bloody Butterfly Gaming? You enjoy the letters that have the hidden glyphs on them that when you open them go boom?
What? You mean you've never cast 372 fireballs at the same time simply by shouting "fuck you"?
Correct.
Listen, this is not helpful for my anxiety.
No, there's a hack you can do, which is basically you can cast a glyph of warding, and all it says is on a flat surface, on one side of a flat surface. So you put glyph of warding on the page of a book, and then you store like 9th level fireball. You rest. You do the same thing the next day. You rest, and you do that every single day for however long the campaign is. And when you get to the BBEG, you take out the book that you've filled with 9th level fireballs. You throw it at them and shout "fuck you," and it just goes, and it's like, make 372 dexterity saving throws, please. Also,
Fucked.
bonus action with disadvantage. Okay, so what you are going to get here is 2 things.
Blows them in the face.
Yep, that's it. You blow up twice.
Straight playing with guess.
This thing, as these runes light up in front of you, and they start to translate themselves, they are in abyssal, and they are communication. They are a method of communicating with. Each of these runes is essentially an abyssal sigil for a part of a name. They make up groups of letters, and from what you can see here, you rotate one into place on one part of this and the lens lines up, and each lens has the sigil scrawled on it, and when you line these lenses up, it creates like a focusing lens with a name on it. Beyond that, you can't really tell much else. But the runes of magic that are around it are definitely along the lines of they speak of communication, of consulting. everything else in this room is star charts. Which is a bit of a weird thing to have at the bottom of the ocean, but star charts.
And it's the same as downstairs. Nothing's been disturbed.
Nothing's been touched.
Okay. I'm gonna start heading back down.
Okay.
And I'll pop off a message to Luce. Nothing found up here. Looks like something for your mom.
Oh, okay. That's I don't know if that's good or bad, but this is so fucking strange.
Recast. I'm sorry, but it looks like there's some kind of mechanism up here for communicating, and it's an abyssal. I'm sure Feather would be best to look at it. Nothing up here has been disturbed, so I think we can rule out this room.
That sounds like a later problem, maybe. Thank you. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out which way's up and down at this point. I'm just kind of, and what anybody else would say is Luce with hands on Feather's fucking shoulder, back against wall.
As soon as that message is sent, Ariel just has like a visible shudders, like, oh, that felt weird. Oh, she said thank you. Oh, that felt weird. Oh, was that weird? I'm gonna head back down and rejoin the group.
Okay. Reaver, are you just sticking with seeing through?
Yes, correct. I have two entire reasons for this. One, I'm not as perceptive as Echo, and two, I've had enough shit of things attacking Echo without me being ready to fight it.
Okay.
So if I can see it through Echo, I know where Echo is, I know immediately where to go, illusion or not.
Okay. Then I'm gonna go right. Okay, so I'm gonna jump quickly to Luce here, right? And then I'm coming to you, Echo. So you're on deck. Luce, Feather has his hands on your shoulders, and he's just like, right. You need to just stop and just look straight ahead. I'm right in front of you. I need you to try and make out my features.
Her hands are on his shoulders at this point, and she's just gonna move hands up to Cup Face
Right.
and just start
Okay. So as you kind of gesture around, you can feel where his eyes should be. If you'd like to, you can make the investigation check again. Because you've got a physical sense of where you should be looking, I will give you advantage on it. Because Echo did say they're specifically not changing the physical feel of things. So
17.
17?
17. The other one was a natural 2. So
17, I believe it was 16 that Echo said. Yeah? So 17 is going to be able to see it. As you've got your hands on his face, you start to kind of right, that's where his eyes are, and then you're able to kind of start making out the features. And then eventually it does end up, you can see mostly everything around you. It's just like the weird optical illusions, like a very, very thin kind of veil over it all.
Mhm.
But you can now actively see through the illusion.
while still cupping
Mm-hmm.
his face, it's just like, Celia, I love you, but I hate magic so much sometimes. It's so fucking confusing.
He's
I'm
gonna,
too.
he'll chuckle at that, and he's going to say, I'm sure the next time it comes to me having to wave around some kind of large stick, I'll feel the exact same way.
But you wave around a large magic stick.
Oh, no, I would never wave around this. This is precious.
I love you so much, but I'm too magically stupid for this conversation right now. I just woke up.
He will just... We should go and we should help. Look, Ariel is sure something's here, but we can't see anything. We found no traces. Is there anything you can do with your... And it kind of mimics the fact that he's just seen you at one point rage and like echo of Atalan pop up. So he knows there's something there, but he doesn't know what it is. So he's just like, is that a thing? Can you do anything with that?
I don't fucking know. I accidentally killed Reaver's pet with it, and I still feel bad. But
Is there
I
anything
love
that
how
was-
I am motionless, by the way, beside you. Not an inch of movement. Just standing there.
Yep.
Can't even hear you, by the way, or see, but just the body's there.
Yep. It's like, I don't fucking know how that shit works. I just did it, and it happened, and I don't know. Did anybody just try calling out to the damn thing that might be sneak around and try to bait it to us? If you piss it off enough, it might trip up.
Celia looks like he's slightly pissed off at the fact that he hasn't thought of this. But I don't think he's aware that Reaver has. Oh, no. Reaver was speaking to somebody else. He would have said, don't move, I might cut you. I thought that was like a threat to the thing. If you're invisible,
No.
don't move, I'll cut you. And then he will reach out to everybody with his telepathy and kind of like loose his... And I understand how this sounds when I say it, but Luce has brought up a fairly good point. Has anyone tried talking to it?
It's gonna get a reply back. No, because I thought I would get yelled at for that sounding kind of dumb.
Would anybody like to try talking to it?
Fuck it, I'll try. Hold on. And that's mental. And it just... And still, like, just pats Feather on the sides of the shoulders. Sighs. Whatever the fuck is in my estate, can you please identify yourself? Please and thank you.
Nothing.
She will raise her voice. And then just through the telepathic connection that Luce and Feather naturally have now, it's just like, there. I tried.
You did wonderful.
Like,
Ariel will
Thank
also try in the tower. Did anything come in here? If you'd like to have a conversation, I'd be more than happy to have one with you.
Nope. Okay. At this point, we go back to Echo. Your next stop was the library.
Mhm.
Okay. You head into the library. You can make an investigation check in there.
Nat 20 for a 22.
Nat 20 for a 22. Alrighty. Echo, as you come into the library and your method of perception is out there, there's something's off in this room. Now, investigation gives you like specific details. So here's the details on what is wrong. This is a library that's been used. You know it's been used because Celia's been in and out here. Okay? Others have dipped in and out to grab things here and there. You know the group well enough that Celia probably puts his books back when he's done. Straight up, like, puts them in and, like, puts them back, looks at the bookshelf, realises it's out of alphabetical order, then spends the next half an hour putting everything in alphabetical order. Nobody else in this fucking party is gonna do that. They're gonna, like, shove the books in, like, I'd be, like, Ariel probably puts the books back, but puts them in, like, upside down, or, like, puts them in, like, horizontally. Like, you know, just, they're back on the shelf, that's the important part, right? Luce has probably broke the bookshelf, because, like, she tried to put the book back in the wrong space, and, like, it wouldn't fit, but instead of just, like, finding the right place, they just shoved it in. Reaver doesn't read, let's just be honest about that one.
Damn!
I'm coming for everybody today. I'm coming for everybody.
Let me just add to the chart list of days I've been attacked in these sessions. Continue the streak. Damn.
Days without insult, 0.
Correct.
This room is spotless, pristine. Now, here's what I'm also going to give you based on information that you're aware of. 1, you know that when Celia came out of here, he said he was reading. It's highly unlikely somebody had an illusion dropped over them and the first thing they did was, before I yell out, I'm going to close my book over and put it back where it was meant to go. Celia is not holding a book.
Would this be happening around the time that Celia telepathically asks everyone if they've tried talking to it?
Yes.
Perfect. Echo's going to reply back. What book were you reading? Where was it? Did you put it back?
Luce, you would see a kind of look of confusion come across Celia's face, and then he'll answer you, Echo. He'll say, I was looking at a book on ciphers, lost languages, trying to find translations. And he's going to cite the couple of things that you've found that have got weird kind of symbols and writings on them that nobody knows what they are. Trying to figure out translations for them. And then he'll say, no, when the illusion popped up, I just kind of felt around for the nearest surface and put it on it.
Where were you?
I was in the library.
Where were you?
Oh,
in the library. This is the second time now that it goes like, ah.
Right. So at this point, Celia's going to say, he's going to say to Luce, Luce was doing the whole pat around the face thing. He's going to go, love, I need to go to the library.
What?
And he's going to turn and he's going to, like, you know, quick pace walk his way towards the library. And he comes in. And he's going to walk.
Love you. I must go to the library.
I'm sorry, love. They need me. I must be at the library. My books, they need me. They call to me.
And he's going to hightail it towards the library. He comes in where you are and he walks over to, like, a bookshelf towards, like, the back corner. And it's got, like, you know, a desk with a chair next to it. And he's going to gesture to the table. He's going to go like, I put it down here.
Echo is also going to gesture to the table. Is it there?
He's going to look and go, well, no. No, it's not. It's not there. So you think whatever this was came in to steal a fairly common book?
No. We think whatever came in here was in here.
Okay.
Echo's gonna try to get any kind of scent. Or
Taste. Yeah. Cool, got
Yeah.
you. Okay.
I don't know why it's so funny to me that Echo is getting further and further fed up with Celia at the moment.
Diamond, I can speak, even though I can't hear a thing. I'm just gonna just actively say Echo is sassing Celia. Just in my standing still pose. Can't hear or see you, but I can give you information.
So based purely on the knowledge of what this thing is, Stelky, I'm going to ask you, what is your perception modifier?
Perception modifier is a +8.
A +8. Okay, so this will be difficult, but possible. Possible. Okay. Could you roll me, please, a perception check?
That's not bad. That's not bad.
What'd you
27.
get? A 27. Okay, so on a meets it.
Did
beats
not
it.
20.
On a meets it beats
Oh.
it. You for a second you're almost like whoever's done this, they're perfect. They've left no trace, they've left nothing. And it's like almost like as you're kinda like scoping out the water, you just get something. And it tastes like sickly sweet. I guess what I would ask is, obviously we know that Echoes ate a lot of bodies. Would they ever be made to have disposed of something that wasn't entirely fresh?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So you know the taste of this. It's the taste of something that's been decaying.
Can it be tracked? Can now that Echo has
Now
the
that you
scent.
have it, you can. Yes.
So
But
what Echo does? Ooh,
I will give you something else. The taste is familiar for another reason. You've chomped on Celia before, right?
have they? I don't think they.
I have a faint recollection of there being a bite
I believe so.
made against Celia.
A lich chomp?
Have
Like chomps
have you
a
ever
lich?
have you ever chomped a lich? Has lich
Probably.
It's just like
I'm also having like a vague recollection of a lich chomp. I don't know
Really?
where from.
chomp lich, bite lich, nom lich.
Nom lich.
I'm
Now I want an omelet.
I'm impartial to Chomplich because it sounds a bit more like sandwich.
I just don't know where Loose and Feather are in their relationship if she's chomped the lich yet.
Hey, yo.
Is that what the kids are calling it nowadays? It tastes like Celia. To be specific on that, what I mean is it doesn't taste exactly like him. It tastes like his type of... It doesn't taste like something that is actively decaying. It doesn't taste like something that is rotted. It tastes like something that is dead. but dead and still has the activity of movement.
So what Echo is going to do, as Echo stops sassing Celia for a moment, and actually kind of like leans down and gets a taste, because its buckle combs kind of flicking out and drawing back in. They freeze. They go entirely still for a moment. It's like this pulse of color goes through them. And they go, dead. Not decaying. Living. Moving. And they bolt. And it is they are just on the trail.
Okay. The trail takes you to the front door.
They're going. They are... This has been... Actually, I need to describe this for Reaver.
Oh, shit. Yeah, go ahead.
Give me these senses.
So, what has ended up happening is Reaver was getting the back and forth vibe between Echo and Celia. Echo being a little frustrated with the really intelligent one of the group, just like, no. But Reaver obviously experienced at the same time Echo does, and it's like everything else shuts off the second they get this scent. And the scent is suddenly the only thing that matters. And the voices that Reaver gets, Echo, reflect that. The voices go from kind of being focused on the conversation with Celia amongst other things and having 1,000,001 background tabs open, essentially, to all of the mutterings, all of the musings, all of the cacophony is focused on tracking, on this scent, on what it could be, on where it could go, on how to follow it. And there's actually a few times where the voices really overlap, saying the same things in this moment. And then once Echo is off, it's very clear that in their mind, nothing else matters. They are on their job. They are doing their job. This task is the be-all, end-all. And they will complete their task. And so when Echo reaches the door, Echo leaves to keep following this trail.
Okay, so Celia's following you. And as he's following you, he sends to everybody else, I think Echo's found it. Echo has left the manor. They're heading outside, and he's like he's following behind you. He's not as fast as you, but he's like doing his best to keep pace, kind of thing.
As soon as Echo gets to that door, because I only have to use my action to keep up Gaze of Two Minds, I'm going to bonus action to expedite his retreat and just spearhead to the door.
So there's one thing I do need to quickly check here, right? So,
Yep.
Echo, are you going outside the door?
Yes.
Okay. So you get to the door and you open the door. And as you open the door, when you push it open, trying to see which will. Yeah, I was right my first time. Okay, cool. Sorry about that. I just had to double check something quickly. You push it open, and as you do, immediately just surrounding you. You don't see. You cannot see this. Everybody else does because of how your perception works. You don't see this. But I do need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Ew. I'm glad I rolled well earlier. It's an 8.
8. Okay. So you're going to be affected by it. What Celia sees, what I guess if Reaver's like spearheading his way here, what Reaver will just get a glimpse of is as the door's pushed open, this.
Reaver can't see.
Oh,
I see
yeah.
through echo. I've not broken my concentration yet.
Okay, so you can't see either. So what Celia, well actually no, I wouldn't tell you what an NPC can see, so no. Luce and Ariel are not in line of sight. So something for some reason just stops you and starts to affect how you function. It's as if like because you can't see what it is in the normal way, you just suddenly feel like you're like something's wrong, something's painful. With an 8, that's not going to be enough for it. So you are going to take some damage on that. I can't give you any more information on that because of how your perception works. 2, 3, 4, and I'll nab this wee one in here to make 5. And I'll just roll that.
Did someone leave a door knocker, is what I'm thinking.
32.
Huh.
32 poison damage. And... oh, shit. Okay, never mind. Hold on, somebody else has to make a save as well. Okay. So you're going to take 32. Celia is going to take 64. He nat one. I didn't think Celia had to make it, but it specifically says they have to make the save whether they can breathe or not. So I thought he did because he doesn't need to breathe. No, that doesn't matter. So bear with me just a wee moment while I jump to him and... so he goes down to...
Oh, fuck, I know what spell this is!
That's 40, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then... yeah, got it. There we are. Cool, got it. Alrighty.
He took how much damage?
Celia took 64 damage, because he nat 1 on the saving throw.
Echo took 32?
Echo took 32.
Hey!
So when you guys all just hear this, I wouldn't even say it's like an explosion, it's like a muted scream as it goes off. And Ariel, Luce, Reaver's already running that way, but he can't see anything. Reaver can't see anything.
Nope.
What's the range of this?
20 feet, if it's the spell I'm thinking of.
It's
20 foot radius.
Okay, so he's not there yet. But he can't actively see. So, Ariel, Luce, do you guys follow Reaver?
I will be screaming in pain because someone is feeling pain.
Yeah. Definitely following the big screaming tin man.
Okay.
Well, that also means... oh. Never mind. It's, not, concentration. That was all. Doesn't really rain. It just is for 24 hours.
Yeah.
Echo wrecked the house. For
We're in
20
a mirror
hours.
maze.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's like the end of Edinburgh Dungeons all over again.
Yeah.
I hate that place. Okay. So, again, Ariel, you're following Luce. Are you following after Reaver?
I'm gonna let Ariel pass me by, and then I'm gonna just touch that sending stone real quick to dear old Daddy-O and just say, "There's some weird shit going on at the manor. I have no idea where you are. I hope you're still alive. I did not play hero. Hope you're following your own fucking advice, honestly. But Reaver just screamed, and someone cast some weird crystal maze shit on the manor. I don't know. And Ariel saw something in the corner of his fucking eye. So yeah, if you come back here and shit's broken, it's not our fault, most likely. Love you, bye." And then follow.
Morden will answer. Fairly short. He will say, "Don't let anyone in the tower. I'm on my way. I love you too. Stay safe."
Does he hiccup?
It doesn't hiccup. Bran hiccups.
Damn.
It's a flash of panic because he's scared of the hiccups. Oh, I hate it. After that, do you follow behind Ariel?
Yeah.
Okay. When you guys get from the courtyard to the kitchen, move across the kitchen to the room, you guys can see Reaver just about to step into a thick, dense, blackish green cloud.
Oh.
It looks like ink. It looks like that, again, very much like that kind of oil slick where it looks black until a bit of light catches it, then there's like a sheen of colour. It looks black until you see light dance off it, where it's got this green tinge to it. And Reaver is about 2 seconds from stepping right. He's right at the edge of it.
Seeing that, I'll shove a 4th level Dispel Magic on it.
Okay. 4th level?
Yes, so I need to roll.
4th level won't cut it, so I'm going to need you to roll me a d20 and add your intelligence modifier. Not your intelligence modifier.
Charisma.
Charisma
Charisma
modifier.
as Warlock.
Yes.
I also roll my D3 for the day. Where's my fucking- Okay. Cool. So that gives me. That is a natural 20 for a 27.
27 is going to dispel it. Which saves Reaver from running into it.
Which I don't think he would have bothered him because Reaver doesn't breathe.
Neither does Sailor, but Sailor fails. It doesn't matter.
Oh, really?
So the
Oh.
spell, now that it's been dispelled, I can tell you the spell was Cloud Kill.
I hate that one so much.
And it was cast at the 7th level.
Oh,
Oof.
So you guys can see, like, Echo. I don't know if Echo can cough. Guess that's
It's
Echo has a mouth.
it's not quite coughing. It's more of a I guess kind of a retch and wheeze situation.
Okay, and with that, and like Celia is on his hands and knees, like horrifically coughing. Like sounds like he's got like a chest infection coughing. But as it's been dispelled by Ariel, well done, Ariel. You guys are now, your vision's no longer obstructed. What would you guys like to do here?
I need to read the wording on something. Actually, Brian, you probably. Does dispel magic move the illusionary terrain as well?
No, you have to specifically.
Is it target?
You have to target the spell.
Okay, so I just want to check my brains. I was like, did it remove all magic or just one? Yeah, cool. What do I see through Echo?
So through Echo, you can see the kind of shapes of. Because remember, Echo's perception works. I think we put it down to being like blind sight. So
yeah,
it's more like outline. Sorry.
There's a bunch of things.
Aye. So the type of perception we're using for it mechanically is blind sight, but it's a couple of things. Echo doesn't see features; they see like outlines, and they see like, if something moves on a surface, they see that. Echolocation and tremor sense play a part into it as well, but they don't see like features. So like they can see an outline and go, "That's Reaver," but they couldn't look at Reaver and go like, "Oh, that bit of wood on Reaver's forehead is brown."
Okay.
So in that sense, I guess what you see is you see the outlines of things. You don't see any kind of like nothing gives away any kind of position on a flat surface except from what you can tell is people in the party. Okay? But one thing that is going to come up is on the kind of stone paving outside of the house. It's like large like flagstones that have just been kind of pushed into the sediment at the bottom of the ocean here. On one of them, Echo's perception, and Echo, you'll see this as well very obviously now that the kind of you're not being, gassed. You will see some more of those strange etchings that were found. The ones that I put into the chat. I think it was last session I put them in.
Yep.
I don't know if I put them in the chat or if I put them in the game images. I put them in the
game images, I think.
Yes.
Yeah.
Those same sigils have been carved into one of the flagstones.
Okay. Do I tell that Echo is retching and wheezing?
Can you?
I mean,
Go ahead, Echo.
Echo can tell that Echo is retching and wheezing.
Cool.
The voices are also being very loud about it.
Cool.
So if
You're
you
getting
couldn't
swallowed.
feel, you could be told.
Cool. You're getting swallowed. You're going in the ribcage again, and then I'm going to go solid. And then I will drop gaze to try and see if there's any actual target that, for some reason, could not be seen through the other methods. Because I don't know why they're like, dying, but I'm like, why don't I see what's killing them?
Alright, Echo, get in the ribcage. Echo, so you can feel somebody try and pick you up and put you inside.
How disoriented is Echo?
So not disorientated to the state of like, I'm being moved. What the hell? More like if you ever choked on something and you cough so much that eventually, like you're just like all you can focus on in coughing. If somebody was to pick you up, you would know who picked you up, but you wouldn't be able to tell them to put you down because you're coughing so much. That level of disorientation. You know you're not in danger. You're just not able to vocalize like, no, put me down. That kind of thing.
Gotcha. What Reaver gets is a mild amount of flailing that could legitimately mean anything.
Cool. The only other thing I was looking at Sailor is like, why are you coughing? Because again, like, they're not the smartest person. This guy's dead, therefore doesn't breathe.
He's gonna get back up, taking like a deep breath, and it's like a racking breath. His guise is dropped, so like the full lich appearance is out at this point, and he's like, whatever did that was strong. And he's going to look around. He's going to see you've got Echo up inside you, and like, is Echo okay?
The eyes disappear and will echo. You will see the eyes in front of you, the glow of them.
No.
Oh no, you don't get the glow yet. Cool.
No.
That's gonna be the outcome. Yeah, it'll be checking. I'm like, Echo, you good? Wait, I know if Echo's not good. I'm gonna go with surviving but coughing.
Surviving but coughing. Okay. Celia will look around at this point, and you know I say look around. He sits down first, and it's like he's like flexing his hands and such. Like this is something that has hurt him. He's not used to feeling pain, so he's like flexing. So I'm not really like when you've like done like a really big workout, and the next day you're just really sore from it. So you just for some reason find yourself just like flexing muscles just to see. It's like he's doing that. And just every now and again just wincing in pain. Echo, you didn't roll a crit fail, so you know what? No, I'm not going to give you the same level of effects as him. The pain is subsiding out of your body at this point. It's like like lactic acid drain. You know, it's like it's moving away from the parts of your body. You would now be a bit more compos mentis. Like, you know, you're able to kind of go, oh, I'm inside Reaver now. You're able to tell your location. I'll leave it to you on if you're able to vocalize yet. That's for you to decide. But you're definitely at this point able to kind of perceive properly what's around you.
I think the first thing that they do upon getting this back is to see if whatever that spell was completely fucked up the scent trail.
I'm not going to make you roll for that. I think that you were designed for a certain type of thing, and this falls within its purview. So I'm just going to say to you that you know the moment, like if you come outside a Reaver's like body and stuff like that, that scent trail is going to be gone. You're smart enough to know that they've done this to cover their tracks. This is exactly why they've done it like this. You're actually probably I'd say smart, more like wise enough in how someone has done this, that they are intelligent enough to probably assume that someone like you would follow the scent, and it was in fact probably done in such a way to lead you into a trap. What about the rest of the party? What's their... Well, Echo takes in that information. What's the rest of the party doing?
You were sleeping on the same room, correct?
Yes.
Which is like probably very close to where Luce and Ariel might have stopped before we saw the cloud kill of doom.
So you guys so the cloud kill was cast half in, half out of that room.
she's not saying anything. She's going directly and picking up her shield, picking up the axe, and she looks pissed. And she's going to go over to Feather and just kind of make sure he's okay as he's gonna be. And through there, we're within a certain range of each other, so all he's gonna hear in his head is that sharp, grating tone that he would recognize at this point, and just say, "Something fucking hurt you. I'm gonna kill it when we find it. What do you need to be okay right now?"
When you ask him that question, because you're asking it mentally, I'll give you that. You get a sense that he doesn't want to answer that question. Because liches can't heal in the normal way.
She's going to continue and press further. And it's going to once again be that dissonant sharpness of, "Don't fucking give me the silent treatment. You said you loved me. Tell me how to help you. Let me help you."
He will take out his phylactery, and it's not glowing.
"All right. Thank you. I love you. Go back to the library where it's hopefully going to be fucking safe. Please."
He will get up, leaning on his staff, and he'll use that to get him back to the library.
Whenever she sees that he's leaning, she's just going to pick him up. But it's not the princess carry. It is literally over the shoulder sack of fucking potatoes.
Okay. You pick him up and you carry him to the library. All of you through Celia are telepathically kind of connected. So you guys are privy to that conversation. I'm going to make this check and then we're going to go to a break. Okay? Echo, Ariel can make, if you want to, you don't have to, you can make an Arcana check. Reaver, I think you'll need the Arcana check, but I'll give you the advantage on it because you've seen him pull out the phylactery.
I've seen him injured and what he does with it. Do I need to check? I'm pretty sure I've put two and two together.
That's fair. That's fair. Let me roll for it. Dice say no. Let's see. Echo, Ariel, did you guys roll for your Arcanas? Again, you don't have to if you don't feel like you would.
No, got an 8.
I was curious. Ha! I got a 7!
So you guys aren't sure whatsoever what this could be. Reaver, Celia needs souls. He needs, specifically because of how it works with getting souls, Celia needs to kill. And now we are at the point where we go for our break. And I think that's at kind of enough of a point where we can take our break there. So we're going to jump away for our 50-minute break. Leave you guys there with knowing that your favorite Lichy boy is going to have to start getting stabby. Yeah. Don't go anywhere, folks, and we will see you in 15 minutes. Hello, folks. We're back with part 2. I apologize. I have changed. Hoodie is too warm for this type of weather. So, when we left off, it had just been revealed that Celia had been neglecting his lichy duties, and he's not been killing people, and therefore has no souls, and is therefore running on empty. Now, Luce has just done the thing that every great partner has to do at some point in their life, and carried him into a place to rest. The rest of the party outside, again, as I've described, on this flagstone you have these strange sigils that have been carved into it. These are the same sigils that have already been found on a scrap of paper.
Can Echo feel over them?
Yes, so this is the first time Echo will actually be able to see the sigils, because you wouldn't have seen them on the paper. But because they've actually been gouged into the rock, you can see them. So yeah, you can move over and you can like run your hands through them. There's no sediment trace left behind. There's no grit left behind that's been carved in.
I'm assuming it's not familiar at all.
Oh no, not at all. Not at all.
I didn't think so. They're just going to commit it to memory. That's the sentence.
Thank you very much for the follow. What about Ariel and Reaver? Reaver, you're the only one who, at this moment in time, knows for a fact what Celia needs.
I'm on high fucking alert. Because there are 3 things I've picked up simultaneously. So Echoes will basically tell, like, I'm on the same level of threat as when I saw Blunder. And I am watching Luce take Feather away. And I chose my words very specifically there.
Okay. What about Ariel?
I think Ariel's just going around offering help to whoever will take it, wherever he can be useful.
Okay. So nothing overly specific on what you're wanting to do at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty then. I'm going to go to Luce here. Luce, you get Feather into wherever you take them. Are you taking them into just back to
library?
The library. Okay. You take them to the library. Now the library has like a desk, a chair, and then like a kind of like long chaise kind of thing for like if you wanted to relax and read kind of thing. What do you do when you get to the library?
I'm going to sit and or lay him down.
Okay.
It says chaise. And she is going to basically bend down so that she's eye level with him. And out loud, she's going to say, if everyone can still hear us when I talk in your head, I need you to take that down. And is there a door to this library?
Yes, there is.
The door would be shut.
Okay. He will. You see him kind of like quite weakly actually raise his arm and kind of like wave, and all of the rest of you will feel the telepathic communication from Celia drop. And he's like, he just kind of like makes a motion to you, Luce, to like let you know like it's done. You would also kind of feel it like it drops down. He would have to. He can't just kick individual people out. He has to recast it, essentially.
Mm-hmm. And then she is going to, whatever hand he used to wave it away, she's going to grasp that. And then she is going to put their joined hands to his chest, basically pressing up against the phylactery. And like at a very like gentle tone, she's going to tell him, I don't care if you need to be Celia. I don't care if you need to be Feather. All I need you to be is mine, safe, and know that I will love you until past my dying days. So if you need something ever, do not hide it from me. That is not love.
Okay. He kind of takes like a couple of breaths. And with you having said specifically, like, you know, that's not love. If you're hiding stuff from me, that's not what that is. He goes, okay. He takes these deep breaths and then I need to kill. That's one of the... And it's like every kind of like... So as he speaks, like he doesn't quite speak in like full sentences. He gets like a couple of words in. It's like, it's as if something as deep as like... It's incredibly affected him. This damage. So it's like... We can't survive without them. That means I need to kill and take someone's soul.
All right.
Whatever did that, whatever cast that spell, is like me. I won't be able to help until and you kind of see it, he kind of gets to the point where he can't form words anymore, and he just kind of pats the phylactery. Essentially saying that until a point where he gets give me 2 minutes and I'll be able to tell you the exact number. Until such time as he gets, I believe it's equal to 2 times the level he is in Lich. Yes, so he needs to at least 6 souls.
Does he give her a number?
Yeah.
It's not a lot. I can do that. You just need to be the one to finish them off, right?
He says, he nods and then says, has to be necromancy. Essentially, he has to kill them using a spell from the necromancy school.
All right. So, and Feather will basically see like the head tilt kind of like go to the other. It's very much the look of contemplation. It's very much like the student of war kicking in and Luce playing through like different combat situations the party has been through and where Feather usually is on like the battle map most likely. She's not very smart when it comes to like normal things, but this is very much her field of action. And she's going to have that moment of thinking and her brow furrows, and then she looks back at him and kind of tightens that grip on that hand that is against his chest. Easy. Whenever we're in a fight now, you focus on doing that. Because Reaver kills shit very quickly, but I kill shit a little bit slower. If you can basically target whatever I'm working on, then I will help you. No one has to know this but us. This is my love for you. But I want to help you no matter what you fucking need. This is what I'm good at. I'm good with dead things and I'm good at killing shit. So I hope as fuck I'm good at taking care of you as well. I will take care of you the same way my daddy took care of my mom. We are going to have some kind of unlife together or life together. I promise you this with every part of me. So if we get into a fight and I'm doing the weird shit I do, I don't know what the fuck happened last time I got angry in that fight with Reaver. But just focus on finishing off whatever you need to finish off. My kills are yours if it keeps you healthy.
He will grip your hand quite tightly. Couple of quick things. I was incorrect. It's not 6, it's 8.
It's fine. It's under 10.
To put in specifics of what he's incapable of doing. He cannot use the attack action. Cannot cast spells. Cannot move on his turn. So if he moves on his turn, he cannot use a bonus action or reaction until his next turn. And if he uses a bonus action on his turn, his speed becomes 0 until his next turn. Sorry, I apologise. He cannot cast. He cannot cast spells above. Can't cast spells above 2nd level.
Damn. I was going to say, like, how do we get him the souls if he can't cast spells?
Specifies in the
Chill
top
touch
part.
it is.
So he can cast spells above the 2nd level. He cannot use the attack action. If he moves on his turn, he can't use a bonus action or reaction until his next turn. And if he uses a bonus action on his turn, his speed becomes 0 until his next turn. So he's fairly debilitated. Yeah. I'm going to put a wee...
Luce is just going to spend the rest of this time in this moment with him, working out a way that they can make this work.
Okay.
That's all I got.
No worries. On that note, what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump to the rest of the party. You feel that telepathy drop, so now you guys are just with each other. Knowing that Celia has been taken care of by Luce, Kaelin is going to rejoin you guys at this point. And he comes almost sheepishly up to you, Echo. I'm going to approach. He keeps himself below your height, so he keeps himself quite close to the ground. And he says, "We couldn't find. We couldn't feel. We couldn't taste."
This is an interesting approach because Echo is still inside of Reaver. Echo will actually remove themselves from the confines of our Rekborn. And they feel they've been feeling this frustration and this vitriol, but when Kaylin approaches, there is this I hesitate to call it gentleness. Very much so hesitate to call it gentleness. But it's the best thing that I have.
Okay.
There's this flash of gentleness towards them. And Echo actually reaches out and puts a hand on Kaylin. We found them. We lost them, but we found them.
Kaelin will kind of like pull themselves up to not look you in the eyes, but like be at your height and say, "What do we do?"
For now, nothing. Stay with us. We will find them again at some point.
Okay.
They do turn towards Reaver, and there is a pang of actual concern. Are you all right? We heard the scream.
I'm gently going to hold out my hand, still watching the door to the library.
Echo will go towards the hand, but won't quite know what to do with it.
Fair. Do you touch the hand? Then I will use 20 points of lay on hands to heal you.
Yay.
There's always a little bit of whatever healing magic is used. It's like,
So I have 10 left. Concerns is the only word that I'll say.
Okay.
I think in a very kind of ominous way. Accidentally ominous, as Echo tends to be. Echo will go, we got that. And we'll give kind of the hand / like wrist area, like right along here. Hat more than anything else.
You will get a thumb rub in reply, where like the thumb is just gonna like rub against. And while still watching the door, I'm just gonna simply say, "You did your best, bud." At Kaylin.
Kaelin looks at you very confused. Does not answer. Looks at you
Yep.
confused.
Once their conversation is over with, Ariel will probably approach kind of hesitantly because he knows how protective Reaver can be.
Oh, one thing. One thing will be clarifying. the hand that I'm using is the smaller hand. The giant hand's on the hilt of the blade, ready to be pulled out as I'm watching the door. That's what I mean by like blunt level of concern.
Yeah, Ariel's gonna step out of the door, just be like, "Hi." Am I good to talk to Echo? Are you good, buddy?
You're good.
Okay. Echo, may I?
Echo's gonna look quietly for a moment before going. May you...
Contact. Put a hand on you.
There's a bit of a hiss that comes from Kaelin.
Two of them now.
This poor little twink can't catch a break.
Echo will kind of hold out a hand, but won't go all the way and will ask, with purpose?
Yeah.
Oh.
No. Nah, I just want to touch you.
I just want to touch you.
Echo's like,
I just want to touch you.
You say
And
okay,
I'm
and the
gonna-
hissing from Kaelin immediately stops.
Okay. And then I'm going to use my bonus action to drop 2 of my healing light. And then my full action. Give me 1 second. Yep, and then use my full action to drop a first level cure wounds on you.
Barrett just made a cute noise. My heart.
The noodle.
Sorry.
Don't worry, take your time, bud.
So you'll heal 24 points of damage.
Woo.
I know you got fucked.
I got the uncomfy grumbling again. It's never ungrateful. It's just.
I wish this could be done without contact.
Mm-hmm.
Not even the contact. It's just the healing itself. And I was like, ah.
Like taking cold medicine.
Yeah.
With stuff.
And it's bitter because it's Ariel. It's bitter cold medicine. It's like very herbal.
Oh, it's a Jägermeister. Oh.
Now,
Jaeger.
I can taste it.
Same. I want some now.
So, to the 3 of you out there, from where you guys are, you've got a fair view over the majority of the places within and around the outborders of Deep Heart. So I need all of you to make me a perception check. Luce, sorry, you're indoors. You don't get this.
I'm busy.
You chose to care about your boyfriend. That's your fault. So, I almost killed Selkie there.
Nat 20.
Nat 20.
28.
Not 20.
Breathe.
3 nat 20.
That tricks.
No, fuck no.
Right.
No,
so
3.
They went nat 20, and you went 3. And I was like, he sounds excited.
No, I said breathe.
Alright, breathe. I thought you said 3.
No. No, I got an 18 total. Which is fair because I'm still hawkeyeing the door.
Are you good? Yeah?
You're doing great.
We love you. We love you dearly. We truly do. Okay, so you can all see out towards the kelp fields. Towards the largest house on those kelp fields. You can see around it lights start to flicker on. Bright spots of illumination.
Not in the house, but around it, right?
Not inside the house, but around the house.
Echo, you seeing that?
And it goes on like a pattern.
Breathe, man! Jesus
Buddy, are you
Christ.
okay?
Are you good? Bestie!
Wow, Cloud Kill in real life? Damn.
Right?
Right?
And that 20 that fucking died. You said what to me? What? I'm sorry, I was busy dying.
You're good, bestie.
I'm also really sorry because I'm like, that nat 20 that I made you roll has just absolutely slaughtered you. And I just realised that this thing is like a mile and a half away. You probably can't see it.
Oh no!
Just chill.
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to.
Wait. What insignificant, minute fucking detail it's within Echo's range can I see?
Glitter.
That's no purpose.
Glitter.
60 feet radius. So 120 feet full diameter is what we put your particular version of blindsight. I know what you can see. I know what you can see, right? Through some weird, suddenly super heightened level of your blind sight senses, you're suddenly able to realise that the deck that you're standing on is in fact hollow. There's an underspace to this.
Well, that's where I'm going, and I'm done.
Just like, I take a nap. Good night. Some crawl through hole.
I'm gonna
And
take a nap right here. Okay, then seeing as Echo has fucked off.
so again, to reiterate, so these lights they move in like a sequence. They don't just all flicker on. It's like there's
a
an
pattern
order.
to it.
Yes, and then suddenly the pattern just stops and everything goes dark again.
Well, seeing as Echo has fucked off to the underdeck. A Reaver?
Yeah.
Um,
You're getting like a 30 degree of my
Yeah.
my left eye. Like it's still like
yeah. Ariel has backed up, so it's like side by side, so you're definitely getting some of that Reaver side eye. So I was doing a perimeter check just to see if I could see anything. Remember the big house I told you about? That was probably mine.
Yep.
There's some lights. That
Yep.
definitely have some order in like.
I'm assuming I've seen it, Bran.
Yeah, you've seen it as well.
Yeah, cool. Yep.
Is it me or is it weird that that's just happening after everything that's happened?
Nope.
Okay.
And I've got an idea what it is.
What do you think it is?
We call it Morse code. Ships in the night communicate to each other with lanterns. On, off. On, off. Flashes and longer ones. It's a way to talk distance without speaking. Without magic.
Is that
Unless you know what you're doing, it's just random.
Hearing Reaver say that sounds similar to what I saw?
So you definitely seen a series of lights flashing on and off. Reaver also saw it, so Reaver, I'm gonna go for this.
Mm-hmm.
I was intending on making you make a history check to figure this out, but you've just jumped right in on it. So I'm going to see if Reaver can figure out what it says.
Alright.
That will be. I guess that's just going to be a straight up intelligence.
Do I have advantage
I'll
for
give you-
nautical tools?
So what I was going to say is not advantage, but I'll give you proficiency
Okay.
because it's nautical.
Yep.
And what you can also add in there is, would you get?
Yeah. 19 on the base die, and I've got a +3 for my proficiency. So
Right. So what you can also do in there is you can add in that you understand. I don't want to call it Morse code because Morse code is not. It's not. It doesn't.
it
sound
won't be
like
the same as ship lighting, but yeah, it's a similar vibe.
That, do you know what? There's a name. You understand ship lights.
Okay.
Shit lights.
Ship lights.
Ship.
Don't
Sorry, I
make
heard
me. Don't make me hurt you.
Can't
Celia-
be any worse than
Celia
how much I
need-
hurt
Celia
myself.
needs a soul, and yours is looking real grabbable.
Oh, trust me.
Oh boy.
Trust me,
All
I
right.
know.
That's a
So-
load of tough talk from someone who's within inflict wounds radius.
Let's go. 22.
22. So when a 22, you are going to understand what it means.
Yep.
It's a very, very basic message.
Mm-hmm.
It's SOS.
Fuck.
God damn it.
Reaver's not that much of a dick. He's got a lot of shit going on right now, but he's not that much of a dick to ignore that information. Give me 30 seconds. If you're gone when I'm back, I'm coming for you. And that's a threat. As you like, because he knows that you want to go.
Yeah, wait, what? As you leave, what does it mean?
That's why I'm not saying it to you, because I know you'll go.
I know.
Is Kaelin with Echo, or is Kaelin still in the foyer?
Kaelin is with Echo. Now that they've returned, they will stay around Echo until they are told that they have a duty to conduct.
Okay, then if I can't get Kaelin to do it, I'll tell Ariel, get Echo, and I'm going to go through that library door.
Okay. So, you tell Kaelin to get Echo. You walk round, you walk up to the library door, and you push it open. No?
Not walking. Still have my expeditious retreat up. I'm dashing through, and I'm spectering through.
Okay, so you spectre right through the door.
Yep.
You're now in the library.
Am I interrupting any conversation, or have they finished the conversation at this point?
I think at the
So
point
far
with
in
the
this
checks
planning
and
revenge.
stuff, I think that the conversation that loosened Celia had up to the point where I went back to you guys has probably just finalised there.
Cool. Absolutely fine. I didn't want to catch anything. I just more like that way of going. Cool. Problems.
All right.
I'll talk to you later, whoever you are.
The fuck is that supposed to mean?
What's your name? No, it doesn't matter. Celia SOS. Underwater.
Celia frowns in confusion to that one. He's like, that doesn't make sense.
Ship lighting. SOS at a kelp farmhouse.
He literally has no idea what it could be, why that would be happening.
How fucked are you?
He's gonna
Very.
chuckle and like, I can walk, I can do something. I can't do both.
I'm gonna stare at Luce, and I'm going to try to keep my respect to Celia, as I'm going to try and... So by all means, if you want Diamond Insight, because I'm trying to keep this from you.
Fuck yeah, I'm gonna fucking insight check you.
Where's my deception roll? Deception is a +3, cool. For a 10, cool, I've screwed. As I'm going to say, you got a grip.
He's gonna laugh at that again. He's gonna say, I'm more me than I ever am. There's no soul, there's no lich to latch onto. It just means I can't do anything. I can't function, I can't heal. Essentially saying that because the phylactery's empty, there's no soul to draw from. Feather, the lich, is at their weakest. Right now it is just Celia, but Celia is, well, dead.
Yeah.
So he's got nothing in the tank, he's not able to hide his appearance, he's got nothing.
Okay.
Except second level spells, first level spells, and cantrips.
Are we bringing him?
Oh, you're talking to me again? Also, that was a 14 on insight.
I know about the Lich Soul mechanic.
Cool.
And that was me. So you can now, I'll give you the folks like you didn't tell them, you now can put those together.
I think he wants to, but maybe later.
Yeah.
Just a little concerned.
Oh yeah.
Agree. You just, because you very much, as soon as you came through with Spectre, definitely caught her off guard. And so it's very much the twitching in the hands around Tooth, because Tooth is very much being spun over the fingers. And very much like the shield arm is very tense. While the two of you are talking, especially how Reaver had started interacting immediately, of asking for a name and saying that it doesn't matter right now. And you again hear that same tone of voice that you overheard through the telepathic connection of 8 souls. I need to get 8 souls in bodies down enough so then he can use them later to keep him going. I'm assuming that Echo probably needs something similar. Are you going to help me? Or are you going to be a fucking problem?
Oh.
I'm going to roll an intimidation check.
Okay.
Oh!
19 on the die, plus 4, 23.
Wonderfully high charisma saves, because Paladin.
Yeah.
+9 on my charisma save, I will get a 23.
So meets it, beats it, as Luce is the one
Oh,
that
okay.
initiated the check.
Yep.
And I'll give you a
Late.
little extra detail. It's the same kind of intimidation tactic that Reaver used to use.
Okay.
Like the tone of voice is just a
Yeah.
little different. She's been learning from you.
I've been studying.
Yeah.
You.
Yeah. Oh. There's.
I've been sitting on this.
Yeah.
So.
The shoulders almost lean back. That you will. clearly see the hand was still in the blade, but it's almost like that, like, ah, yes, proud, but also very concerned. I didn't say I wouldn't. Just priorities matter. Bring the sack of bones.
Bones has a name.
Yeah, but there's banner.
No, then there's the banner. All right. You gonna bring back Brown so I can apologize for killing him?
We don't have time.
That's fine. You gonna bring him back later?
Sure.
All right. I want to fucking apologize to him. I didn't mean to kill him. And Luce will Princess carry Feather momentarily. Decide it's like, I need at least use one of my arms and toss Feather over the shield arm, like shoulder.
He accepts his fate. Not that he can fight back at all.
He can.
No, he
Try.
literally can't. To resist a grapple. Well, I mean, no, technically to resist a grapple it wouldn't be. So he could, but he also has like a -1 in strength. So.
He could also say something.
He also kind of low-key likes it.
Yeah. I'm going to open the door for you, and as you pass, I'm just going to slightly mock, sailing, go, comfy.
He's going to say, yes, I am.
That is, in fact, the correct answer.
And he'll kind of like half like shitty and grin a little bit before kind of like, nah, shitty and grin like uses too much energy. I'm not doing this.
Yeah.
He's got his staff, but his staff, like this black wood staff, is just dragging along the ground behind you.
I'm trying to think of the way that I've kind of fashioned Luce, for anybody who's curious, is very much an amalgamation between Bucky's like Captain America outfit,
Mm-hmm.
how it's got like the strapping on it, and that's what the shield attaches to basically whenever she wears it on her back.
Uh-huh.
Could his staff go through that basically?
Okay, definitely, yeah. Definitely, yeah.
Okay. He said it was precious, so she's not going to want it to like get broken. I'm just gonna. Might be a bumpy ride. He can. But...
Okay, so you pick him up. You guys make your way back out the library. You rejoin Ariel and Echo and Kaelin.
Yep.
You
I was
guys
about to say, Ariel is on his hands and knees for the underspace. It's like, hey, Echo. Apparently Reaver has found some like something that's got him more anxious and fired up than normal. You good under there?
The crawl space growls. But
Is it a Kaelin growl or is it an Echo growl? Oh, okay.
I'm assuming, honestly, though, that when Echo growls, Kaelin also probably joins in.
yeah,
I would assume.
The growl-
completely like reactionary growls. If Echo growls, Kaelin growls.
So the crawl space growls multiply. And it's not just like one from either, so congratulations. The crawl space is a entity that is growling at you.
God, I've
Echo
created a new
doesn't.
cryptid. I'm not coming in and like forcing you out of there. I'm just. You good?
As Echo is emerging, there's like the little giggles that start traveling around again. And Echo goes, "We'd like to see you try."
I wouldn't try anyway, buddy.
Little giggles.
You're your own person. I'm not trying to force you to do anything.
Echo was already coming out of the crawl space, like once
I was about to say,
Ariel
is that-
told them what was going on. But
Is
this is just
Echo
Echo.
fucking with him.
Yeah.
So
Well,
Echo's just
shit.
fucking with them. Well, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, man, that tracks for Echo.
They get their fun somewhere.
Yeah. Can I make an insight check to see if Ariel can tell that Echo is fucking with him?
Want to?
I mean, I'll try.
Go for it.
I don't think so. It's a plus 13?
So close. Rolled a 15 on deception.
Ah, damn it!
Well, there you go. We have it on record.
Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. It's my bad.
Echo just wraps around, gives like a quick. How the fuck do I describe that?
Well,
I don't know. How do you?
Generally, I call it a hand, but I guess you could call it whatever you'd like to. that was like John Cena if John Cena was doing Shakespeare. Thou cannot perceive me.
Yeah, we all went to the same one.
Yep.
Okay, I'll describe it later. You are kind of, in a way, touched by Echo. Don't worry about it. Then Echo leaves.
Kind of in a way touched by
Kind
Echo.
of in a
the
way.
long-awaited sequel to the TV show Touched by an Angel.
Touched by an angelfish. Domination.
Oh my god, yes! Oh, that's so perfect! As Echo swims away, it's just like, I'm so confused!
Yeah, that'd be the response. You know.
Touched by a sea angel.
Touched by a sea angel. Coming to you soon on
Hallmark.
WCAN.
Hallmark presents.
And I guess we're just waiting for Big Metal Man.
Well, they rejoin you at this point, guys, with Echo kind of coming out, Kaelin being there as well. You see Luce and Reaver rejoin you guys. You see Luce has got Celia slung over one shoulder. Celia's lich, guys, is completely form is completely visible. He has no way to hide it at this point.
Who can make
The sunrise.
him look like? Who can make him look like a person, and not like he currently does? Anyone got that repertoire? Because I'd rather not walk around town with people trying to murk my boyfriend.
That'd be bad. I mean, I can try something. I don't know if it'll do much.
What you want to try?
Can I, like, shape water? Would I be able to shape water around Feather to, like, kind of obscure him?
I don't think so. I love the creativity, I really do, but I don't think Shape Water would be able to do that. So if it was like above, if it was like on the surface, very much so. But because the water is in contact with other water, quite difficult to make it suddenly change viscosity or translucency.
It
with
does
that, so-
say you can change the water's color or opacity. Opacity.
Oh, does it?
Yeah. The water
Okay.
must be changed in the same way throughout. This change lasts for 1 hour.
I mean, yeah, in that case, yeah, you could certainly make the water around him darken.
Yeah, it's kind of like it's a mist where Feather is, but it's like it's trailing off of Loose to give kind of like an aesthetic, like, oh, it's this person. They're not carrying somebody that is like this.
All right, okay.
Kind of like giving it an armor effect, but it's on Feather.
Okay, cool. Yeah, then, I mean, it says it in the spell that you can change the opacity. Then, yeah.
Is that going to
Uh,
move with me? Is my
yes.
question.
Well, technically,
And
it's being cast on
Feather.
Celia, so it'll move with him.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. As long as while I'm carrying him, that's assorted.
Yeah. So
Um,
before I do that, I will explain everything to Feather, Reaver, and Luce about that is what I can do. That work for you guys?
Will it stick out?
I mean, it's like a mist coming off a Luce.
So yes.
Yeah. But at the same time, it'll just look like it's like some kind of magical effect of an armor.
We need to be quick, and we need to be quiet.
Okay. I can drop it as soon as we get outside the walls.
How chunky is Feather?
Oh, boy, like, weighs like 90 soaking wet.
Oh, okay, wonderful.
So constantly.
I'm going to have a look at Feather, and I'm going to go, can you tuck into a ball?
I'm gonna make him roll it. I'm gonna make him roll the athletics.
Because I'm thinking about sticking him in the chest.
No. He tries to pull his legs up to his chest, and it's like, ugh. That would be a no. I rolled a 2
Alright,
for a -2,
Luce.
which makes 0. I rolled a 0.
Wonderful. Could you put him in a ball shape?
What in the Space Jam 3?
I'm basically going to then, like, mimic it. So basically, like, the fetal position, but, like, more in the exile stance.
why?
I'm just going to tap my chest.
Don't you fucking have sharp things in there?
They point outward.
And for my next trick, Dead Celia. Go.
Echo
Someone...
will actively pipe up. Not all of them.
Oh.
This is the worst case of sawing a person in half I've
Cool.
ever seen.
Lucy's just gonna go over to a couch or whatever, grab a blanket off it, and just toss it over Feather. Just be like, all right, I thought this would be easier. Also, my dad is back on his fucking way to this place because I kind of told him that whatever the fuck was happening, and somebody screamed in here. And shit was weird.
Okay.
Is hallucinatory terrain still up?
It's up for 24 hours.
It's going to point to it and said, whoever the fuck did this, please fix it.
What level did you cast hallucinatory at? No, wait, never mind. It doesn't matter. He physically
It's a
can't.
spell magic to third level.
He physically can't cast a spell magic.
Yep.
Can Echo drop it or no?
No, it's 24 hour non-constant.
It's just... Yeah.
I can drop it, but it's gonna take me pretty much out of commission with magic.
Give me a moment. Hallucinatory terrain.
So what? Upon that, Echo is going to look at Luce and go, "We literally can't."
I hate magic so much sometimes. I'm so glad I'm magically stupid. And I don't have to deal with this shit coming from me.
Do you want me to get rid of it before your dad gets here? Or?
Oh, fuck it. This place is basically mine because he's probably legally dead and I legally don't exist. And there is like a bit of a bite to that comment. He'll figure it out whenever he fucking gets back. And she is going to walk out the door with Feather.
Okay.
Alright.
So you head out the door. Is anybody following Luce?
No!
Does Reaver want to stop me?
I'm waiting to see where Reaver goes.
I'm going to put a hand on you, Ariel. I will help you.
Okay.
But we do this the pirate way. No heroics.
Okay, you're being really cryptic and I don't know what's fully going on.
You're getting a, not an intimidation, but like a stare of like, I am not saying anything till I get a yes. You are agreeing to a blank deal.
Okay, no heroics. Sure.
SOS.
What does that mean? Is it a surface thing?
Excellent. Echo, can you make us not noticeable to the public unless they're actively looking? I'm fishing for a pass without trace.
My page just decided to reload. There we go. I'm having a time.
It's okay.
You're
Is
doing
it
great.
loaded?
We
So proud
love
of
you dearly.
It's kind of loaded.
I'm aware of the group that we currently are, and I'm like, I need as much stealth in this as possible.
Okay, there we go. I do have it. Cool.
Hell yeah.
Echo is going to reach one hand up to their chest, and where they touch, what you all see is these inky shadows starting to emerge from them, sort of in all directions, and they start to tendril around each of you individually until they have engulfed all of you. And Echo will cast Pass Without Trace. Congratulations, you all have plus 10 bonus to stealth checks.
Thank you.
And you can't be tracked except by magical means.
So, you all have Pass Without Trace.
Yep.
Is there a direction you guys are heading?
I'm going to catch loose and lead them in the direction through, not necessarily as straight as possible, because I still want to be keeping an eye out, but I would like to try and keep a visual on the fields.
Okay.
And I want to keep away from as many people as possible. If that means swimming up through into the darker part of the ocean, like as in like swimming up, like absolutely. But basically keeping us in a small area and just going towards the kelp. So okay.
Echo will swim up and ask, do you want to scout?
No.
We are small, we are quiet. This is what we were made for.
Cool. Come back.
We will.
And I'm going to point to the area. No interacting, please.
Understood. And Echo is going to then look to Kaylin and is going to say, stay with them. While we are gone, answer to them.
He looks specifically at which one you're pointing at.
Pointing at Reaver.
Okay. He'll look at that. There's a very audible growl in his throat, but he looks at but they look at you and they nod.
And Echo will head off to scout.
Okay. So if the party making their way towards the kelp fields, and with Echo making the way out further in order to do scouting beforehand, I think that's a good place to wrap. And for next session, we'll begin with Echo making investigation checks and then scouting out the rest of the house. Thank you very much for everybody that came to see us today. Thank you to my amazing cast. Things are heating up and things are coming to a fore, and this is going well. I'm so stoked for what's going to happen next session. If you like what you've seen here today, and in fact you want to see next session, then you should go to our social medias, give us a couple of follows on there, and you should come and see our other games. They're fun. They really are. We've just returned with Two of the Skies. They are back, so our Wednesday campaign is back in action, and we're still looking for players for our upcoming Dragon Age TTRPG campaign. We'll be using the Dragon Age TTRPG system by Green Ronin Publishing, who are phenomenal at what they do. And I'm going to be looking for 18 and plus players until the end of this month. A reminder, Dragon Age is a dark fantasy. If you're looking for a fantasy game where you get to ride a unicorn through a forest with rainbows in the background, this game is not for you. It is dark fantasy. There will be dark themes explored. Be prepared. Other than that, I don't have anything. If you want to apply for that game, go to our Twitter at World Tree Quest. There is a pinned post. You'll be able to get the application form from there. Other than that, I got nothing, so I will go to my players. Kyle, is there anything that you would like to plug?
Absolutely. Go check out Lawless Eerie Cosplay. They make wonderful jewelry. They are the actual brain cell of this party. Unfortunately, they were not well, but please go check them out on all social medias. They were doing some convention stuff. I'm sure they have a link tree, if I remember correctly, party? Go check that out.
I do not know it, but they do have a link tree.
Yeah. You should be able to find it through the Lawless Aries Cosplay. They do wonderful gem work. Have a look into that. On my side, hi, I'm just Kyle. If you want to see me in the DM seat rather than the player seat, come find me at Start Playing. I run 5e. I'm going to be running at some point soon Eldritch Automata when it eventually comes out. Very excited about that game. If you like kaijus and Eldritch stuff, so good.
Yes.
I'm looking into Monster Week as well. And if there's anything else that you would want me to try and run, because I will make chaotic and creative choices, please do let me know. Currently, I am running 5 campaigns at the moment on Sundays, Mondays, and Tuesdays. I'm looking to open up more slots. Please do get in contact if you want to do so. And also, shout out to these wonderful people and pass it over.
Fantastic. Thank you very much for that, Kyle. Going to move on to Silky.
I am not doing the full spiel today. There is so much.
We'll do short spiels for this one today.
Glockenspiels?
Glockenspiels. At some point, you'll see me doing charity streams. I'll be at Pexu. I am on streams on Internet Game every Tuesday. Once in a blue moon on Wednesdays. Sometimes every other Friday, depending on when that's running. You can find me here every Thursday. You'll also be able to find me on Internet Game on Saturdays here in a bit for a new project that I'm excited about. Anyway, I am also part of a project called the Everbright Archive. Our wonderful, amazing, brilliant Madness Diamond is also part of the Everbright Archive. And you should check out what Madness Diamond has done with the Everbright Archive over on TikTok and such. It's chef's kiss, worth it. The other folks part of that project are Sphinx Akasha, Bryn Ursa, and Bardic Sweet Tea, who are all wonderful people. Again, go check out their accounts, go check out what they've been doing with the Everbright Archive. If you want to know what the Everbright Archive is, go check out their accounts to see about the Everbright Archive, specifically Sphinx Akasha. The trailer is out. It is very cool. I'm done.
Fantastic. Moving right along, we go straight to Madness Diamond.
I usually go last. I was very confused.
On my
Hiya.
screen, you're second from last, so...
Alright, cool. Hiya, I'm Madness Diamond, but since we're friends now and you saw my character get very protective over her lich boyfriend, you can call me Diamond. I am a TTRPG actual player, a writer and author, a makeup enthusiast, cosplayer, and I get yelled at online and in person about my workload, so it just happens sometimes. But on Mondays, you can usually find myself and that one Warlock over on the Starfield playing Guardians of Neptune's Cairn, a Werewolf of the Apocalypse W5 Chronicle. We are hopefully wrapping up the first season sometime soon, where I play Soiree, the Silver-Fanged Ragabash, where I use the concept of heavy as the crown. On Tuesdays, you can find myself and our lovely Silky Cove over on Dinner and a Game, playing either Emerald Sanctums, which is our World of Darkness multi-splat, where I play Bay, the very human hunter with the Martyr Creed. Too gay to actually, function sometimes, and just gay with the Death Wish, where Selkie also plays Thea Cremiran, the Macaulay, was a pirate, is now just in the world, running around, cursed with being a person, wants to just be a crocodile. Or you can also find us playing the wonderful Crawfish to the Bitter End, where eventually we will wrap up that triptych run by Renowned Games, which uses Monster of the Week, where I play Shuri Darcy with the Chosen playbook, and Selkie plays for Chael, with the Divine Playbook. And all Cherie wants to do is kiss a fucking vampire. Eventually. And then on coming here soon, I will be on a stream on Wednesdays in September, hopefully, whenever that starts coming up. But you can also find me here on Thursdays playing your lovely Battlemaster Barbarian, Melusine Los Vestra. And then that's about everywhere you can find me right now. But every now and again, if you check out Madeline, who is the Goose Girl's Twitch, you can also see me on Fresno by Night. A What We Do in the Shadows kind of themed Vampire the Masquerade, the 5 edition Chronicle mini campaign kind of situation where I play Syra Dorthus, a Tremere who is party mom, but also kind of like just gay enough to where they are unmormonifying a Mormon vampire with the gay. So, you know, it happens. But that's everywhere you can find me. You can find me at Matt Simon. My beacon's lincolnsbeacons.ai/Matt Simon. And if you want to hear more about the Everwrite Archive, there is a link in my Beacons tree to lead you to all of the Everwrite Archive things as well, where I'm going to be playing Jemmy Horde, the lovely Manticore champion of knowledge and secrets, who is challenging the so-called champion of bards for his spot and position. But that's me.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for that, Diamond. Go and check out all that stuff. That sounds fun. And also, can we just respect the fucking makeup drip that has happened here today from Madness? Like, fucking look at that shit.
I tried.
That's astounding. Thank you very much, Diamond. Moving on last, and by no way, shape, or form, even remotely least, Tom.
Hi, I'm that one Warlock. I make the saddest characters you've ever seen on the internet. And you can find me all across every single social media at that one Warlock. If you like seeing what I do here with everyone's favorite underwater twink, you can find me on Mondays with the ever so radiant Madness Diamond over on the Starfield, playing in Werewolf of the Apocalypse, where I play Travis, the Theruj Glasswalker, who's just archaeologist and a big old nerd who has a weakness for redheads. On Tuesdays, you can find me over on Gamer to Girls Twitch channel playing in Realm Walkers, where I play a different kind of archaeologist. I play Backer Jostrums, the half-dragonborn druid, Circle of the Moon druid, who wild shapes exclusively into dinosaurs. A lot of fun. Then on Wednesdays, you can find me over on Dyson Autism's Twitch channel for New Rawless, The Founding Steps, where it is a prequel-esque mini campaign where I play the 7'4" Minotaur Paladin, Flamestoker Deagle, Blade of the Flaming Crown. Who's just a paladin of Asmodeus, who's just out here to help people. It's nothing to worry about there. And then, of course, here you can find me here every Thursday playing as everyone's favorite underwater twink. That is not dead, because let's be fair, Feather is in fact now an underwater twink. And then keep an eye out on the social medias, because there you might see in the upcoming months me getting into some voice acting. I might be getting some parts here coming up soon, so keep an eye on that. Also, if you go to start playing, I will be starting up a campaign running on Sundays. Coming up here very soon. I'll be putting out forums to look for players. So if you are interested in some very high fantasy, twists and turns kind of stuff, go check it out. I will have forums ready to put out on Monday. Also, last but most certainly not least, go check out all of these level people. Go check out Lawless Series cosplays. Go check out the Everbright Archive. Selkie and Diamond have put in so much love and care, and so is everyone else. It's absolutely amazing. If you don't go check it out, you're doing yourself a disservice. It is absolutely wonderful. Also, go find Kyle and start playing, and Selkie. They're absolutely wonderful, and I love them so much. And go check out our lovely DM. He's absolutely wonderful. I love them oh so much. That's to me.
They're so nice. Fantastic. go and follow all those amazing things. Go check out this amazing cast and all the amazing things they do, because motherfucker, these guys deserve some recognition for the fucking effort they put into this, and with dealing with my shit on a weekly basis. But if that's it from my players, then that's it from me, and so that's it from us. Thanks for coming to see us today, folks. I've been your DM of Doom, Son of Asgard, or World Tree Quest here on TikTok, Twitch, and YouTube. With me today, we've had my lovely cast. We've had Just Kyle, we've had Selkie Cove, we've had Madness Diamond, and we've had that one Warlock. From all of us here at World Tree Quest, good night, stay safe. Everybody make sure to give your goth, emo, lich boyfriend their pre-assigned monster energy juice for the day and keep them out of the sun. They are shady boys and they need the cold. Also, do not pull a finny. Good night, folks. Good night. I just compared liches to emos. That was great.